Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are unpacking something incredibly high value. We're looking at the source material for an upcoming masterclass that is specifically designed to completely upgrade the careers of CA, CS, and CMA professionals heading into 2026. This isn't just about tweaking a resume or practicing your standard greatest weakness answer in the mirror. No, this is about fundamentally mastering the modern professional interview. It's about locking down your place as a highly sought-after finance specialist in what is, let's be honest, an intensely competitive market. So let's break down this guide and get you prepped.
Okay, let's dive into this because it's honestly the ultimate professional paradox. Think about it. You spend literally years crunching numbers, mastering impossibly complex tax codes, wrapping your head around corporate governance, all to earn those incredibly prestigious CA, CS, or CMA credentials. You are, without a doubt, technically brilliant. Yet time and time again, we see these highly qualified, super smart professionals walk into an interview room and just freeze. They ultimately failed to secure the job. So why exactly does this happen? How does someone so brilliant miss out on the offer? Well, throughout this explainer, we're going to break down exactly why pure brilliance just isn't always enough anymore, straight from the source material.
Section 1. The Technical Trap. Beyond the Numbers.
Now, what's really interesting to look at here is how the rules of the game completely flip once you step foot into that interview room, whether it's in person or on a virtual call. Look, the interviewers already know you've got the technical chops. I mean, your rigorous exams and your resume have already proven that to them, right? But leaning purely on that foundation of technical knowledge, that's a massive trap. Interviewers today are actively hunting for so much more. They want to see how you think on your feet. They want to know if you can translate complex financial realities to stakeholders who maybe don't have your intense finance background. How do you handle the pressure of real-world corporate curveballs? Relying just on the numbers is exactly what leaves perfectly capable finance pros sitting on the sidelines while somebody else snags the offer.
Because to actually get that coveted offer, you have to survive what's basically a grueling multi-stage gauntlet. We're talking 4 major hurdles here. First up, the HR round. This is all about assessing your basic fit, your communication style, and your overall vibe, really. Next is the technical round, where they'll grill you on your domain expertise just to pressure test that resume. Then you hit the incredibly daunting partner or director round. And wow, this is a totally different beast. It's all about vision, strategy, business acumen, and quite frankly, whether the leadership team trusts you. Finally, for a lot of roles, you'll hit the assessment center, which is basically a pressure cooker simulation of real-world tasks. The absolute key takeaway here: every single one of these distinct steps demands a completely different survival strategy.
Section 2. The 2026 Finance Landscape, Where the Jobs Are.
And this breakdown brilliantly illustrates where you're actually going to work once you master those interview stages. The financial market is evolving so fast, and knowing exactly which booming sectors are aggressively hunting for talent right now is literally half the battle. According to the material, we're looking at 6 major industries actively chasing top-tier CA, CS, and CMA talent. You've got the big 4 accounting firms, obviously the heavyweights of audit and consulting. You have traditional banking, plus the high-stakes, hyper-fast world of investment banking. Then there's FMCG, fast-moving consumer goods, where finance teams are driving rapid-fire business decisions. Plus, massive manufacturing sectors and highly lucrative, rock-solid government roles. The masterclass zeroes in on these specific industries because, you know what? They each speak a slightly different language. Tailoring your approach to the specific industry you're targeting is an absolute game-changer.
So, let's assume you've conquered the gauntlet. You've impressed the directors, and you're at the finish line. Now you face one final, absolutely crucial hurdle: knowing your actual worth and negotiating your compensation. Having a rock-solid grasp of the 2026 salary benchmarks and negotiation expectations is non-negotiable. Seriously, you simply cannot walk into a final round today with an updated, crystal-clear understanding of what your specific qualification commands in the current market. Negotiating effectively in 2026 isn't just a bonus. It is a fully expected part of the professional hiring process. It's all about confidently, professionally articulating the undeniable value you're going to add to their bottom line.
Section 3. Your Masterclass Blueprint. The Solution.
So the crucial point is, you really don't have to figure all of this out on your own through painful trial and error. The actionable solution to conquering every single one of these interview hurdles is an intensive masterclass led by industry expert Ramki, who actually holds CA, CS, CMA, and LLB credentials himself. I mean, talk about a powerhouse. Having mastered this entire professional landscape, he's basically handing over the exact blueprint so you can do the same. So get your calendars out right now, Friday, May 1st, 2026. The session runs from 7 p.m. to 7:45 p.m. IST. It's totally online, so you can tune in from your couch or your office anywhere in the world. And honestly, the best part? The cost is completely free. We're talking 45 minutes of highly focused, crazy valuable insight that could quite literally define your next massive career leap.
But to get in on this blueprint, you've got to take action. First things first, claim your spot by registering for free at the provided bit.ly link. Once you've done that, get plugged into the community. Join the WhatsApp group to network with your peers. You can also follow the linked profile for daily updates so you're always keeping your skills sharp. Or, hey, if you have specific questions about your unique career path, you can literally just WhatsApp the speaker directly using the number provided. Definitely save these links and numbers so you have all these resources right at your fingertips.
Now, I definitely need to inject a bit of urgency here because the source material makes one thing very clear. Seats are extremely limited. You really need to secure your spot right now. High-value, zero-cost sessions like this, especially when they're led by someone carrying 4 major credentials, fill up incredibly fast. So seriously, don't put this off. And hey, don't hoard this invaluable resource all to yourself. The organizers explicitly ask you to tag a CA, CS, or CMA friend who desperately needs this. Be that awesome person who helps a colleague level up their career. Sharing the wealth and helping your peers survive these grueling interviews, that's just going to make your entire professional network that much stronger.
Which leaves us with one final, pretty provocative question to end on. Will you be ready to negotiate your 2026 salary? Think about it. When you finally make it past those initial HR screens, when you survive the brutal technical deep dives, and when you absolutely nail those imposing director rounds, will you have the tools, the market knowledge, and the raw confidence to demand exactly what you are truly worth? I highly challenge you to take action today. Register for this masterclass and truly own your career trajectory. Please don't let your technical brilliance get sidelined just because of a missing interview skill. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer. I highly encourage you to go claim your seat right now, and as always, keep learning.